Hi class, Professor Barry here. It's been a great semester. You all have really done well. You've shared your ideas, you've given each other feedback, you've opened up with each other. It's just been wonderful to hear about your business ideas, your innovation, the things you want to do with your life, and I just really enjoyed it. You just finished the final, and I wanted to share a brief story with you out of my own life. A number of years ago, my middle son was 10, and he played soccer on one of those local leagues, and his older brother played and his sister played, and so we spent a lot of time going to different games. And one thing I noticed about his team is that the coach was just always yelling at them. No matter what they did, he was just yelling, and I kind of felt bad for those students, not for those kids that were playing. And I watched this throughout the whole season, and they ended up with a perfect season. They were 0-8, so they didn't win a game. Very demoralized, and so I went to the head of the soccer league and sat down with him. And I said, "Look, Chris seems to have a hard time out there coaching. Here's what I'd like to do for next season: is offer my services as his assistant, and I think I could do a lot to just cheer the players on and help them and encourage them while he coaches them." And he said, "Okay, we'll take that under consideration." And he called me about a week later and said, "I had a chance to talk to Chris and told him about your proposal, and he quit. So you're the coach." I said, "Well, that's wonderful. Never played soccer in my life." I thought about it, and I said, "Well, I've never played soccer, but I understand it a little bit. I've played sports. I understand about conditioning, about teamwork and things." And so I figured, what the heck, I'll do it. Met with that new season comes around, I meet with the players and the parents, and I say to the players, "Look, two things about this season. One is we're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. And two, we're going to be in shape." Because that was one of our problems last year, is we were out of shape. So we are going to run every practice. We're going to run a mile before practice. And everybody's going to run, and I ran with them. And this one player raised his hand, and he said, "Mr. Barry, do we have to run every week?" And I looked at him, I said, "You got a good point." I said, "We're only going to run during the weeks when we have games that we need to run in. If we have a game we don't need to run in, we're not going to run." So he ran. And I said to the parents at that first meeting, I said, "Look, your job is to cheer, to encourage the players." I said, "Let me yell at the ref, that's my job. Let me yell at the players, that's my job." And I told them that I wanted to have fun with them. So we go to our first game, and our whole team can't make it, so we're a little short-handed, and so we play our first game, and we get beat really, really bad. I forget what the score was, but it wasn't pretty. And we're leaving the game, and you know how the players line up and they face each other and shake hands with each other. And one of the players on the other team was getting ready to shake Bobby's hand, and he goes, spits in it, and shakes his hand. Bobby was not happy. We had to hold him back. There was smoke coming out of his ears. He was just really, really angry. And I walked over to the coach and I said, "Hey, your player just did this." And the coach said, "I'll take care of it. I'm going to make sure he gets punished and suspended and everything." And I don't think anything really happened to him. So we went home. Well, we were practicing, and I noticed that the players just wouldn't kick the ball at the goal. And so I asked him about this. I said, "Hey, everybody come here." I said, "I'm noticing this about you, that when, Billy, you were in a perfect place to shoot the goal. Why did you shoot it?" And he goes, well, with Coach Chris, if we shot the goal and missed, we had to run a lap." I kind of shook my head, and I said, "Well, here's what we're going to do." And I drew a picture of the soccer. Here's the goal. You all see that? There's a goal. And then here's a field. Comes down here, comes down here. Okay, there's the field. And I drew dime shape, this corner to here, back to there. And I said, if you're within anywhere in here, and you are near that soccer ball, and you don't shoot, you're running 2 laps. So that Saturday's game comes up, and I went to the parents and I said, look, we want our players to shoot. So every time they kick the ball toward the goal, in the direction of the goal, I want you to cheer. So the game starts, and one of them actually kicked the ball, and I think it was like 30 feet over the goal. And I turned to the parents, and I said, parents, they shot, what do you do? They cheered. Well, ball comes back in, playing a little bit longer and stuff, and comes back, somebody shoots, and it goes wide to the left. I turned to the parents, and they cheered. And then someone shoots again, hits the goal, parents cheered. Someone shoots again, and it goes out this way, off the field, and the parents cheered. By this time, I'm starting to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. They missed all 5 of them. The parents cheered for all 5 of them. They're getting into it. The kids are really starting to play. They shoot another one, another one, another one. 8 shots. Missed them all. Parents cheered. 9, 10. The goalie, I was starting to feel bad for him because he was getting a workout. 11, 12, 13. Each time they shot and they missed, parents cheered. But lucky number 13, guess what happened? They missed again, but the parents cheered. 14, 15, 16 shots, missed every single one of them. But every time the parents cheered. 17. It goes in. They score their first goal. Not only did the parents cheer, you would have thought that the United States just beat the Russians in hockey. Why, they were just ecstatic, and the kids were on the field jumping all over each other and falling down, and they were just having a ball, just had such a good time. Well, the game starts up again, and they shoot, and they get a couple more goals that game, and we actually win that game. And they were ecstatic. They were ecstatic. They had a 1 in the W column. So a couple weeks go by, and we win, we lose, and they're learning to shoot. Parents are continuing to cheer, and it's time to play that same team we played that first game of the season, the one with the the handshake and the spit. And so I called the team together, and I said to him, I said, look, I know you're angry, and you should be. And we're going to show them who's better. We're going to be bigger men than they are. We're going to show them on the scoreboard. We are not going to do anything unsportsmanlike. I said, in fact, if any of you spit in your hand, do anything unsportsmanlike, you'll be out of the game. You'll be off the team, because I'm not putting up with that. They were ready to go. So we start playing this game, and they played like they had played together forever. It was the best game they had played. We could have ended the season right there. They played so well. And we beat that team. I think it was 7-0 at the end, but we really showed them. We wouldn't let them score, and they couldn't stop us from scoring. At the end of that game, I patted Bobby on the back, said, good job. We're walking down the line, shaking hands, and I reminded him, no funny business. And I got to the coach, and I went to shake his hand, and he turned around and would not shake mine. So you want to start a business. You want to go out there, fight in the world, make your own way. First of all, you need people to cheer for you. You need a team. You need cheerleaders. You need other people to help you. Because you're not going to make it the first time. You're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen. You're going to miss. But you got to keep shooting. The second thing is you need that team to back you up when somebody spits in your hand. So go out there, build a great business, do a lot of great things, and let me know how you're doing. Take care.